Good morning. Today is Friday, April 21st. Continue to rest in peace, Prince. Miss your soul every day. It rained a couple days now, on and off, so that area is pretty damp. Um, but this weekend, I hope to tackle cutting all of the extra things down that shouldn't be there. I probably should put a microphone on because I can hear trucks already. It's getting loud. Look at the honeyberry. That's Aurora, and this is Borealis. And I think I'm going to have a nice harvest of honeyberries this year. The grass is finally greened up. I took my mower out to my daughter's house, so I don't have access to my mower. But I do have my little push reel mower, so I may do this part since it's not super long yet and it won't be too unbearable. Um, Here I have something popping up. Can you see it? I've got those tulips, the pink assortment. I don't remember the name. I put some in each corner, and then I left the middle open so that I could plant some radishes and spinach in there. And I forgot to water it. I forgot to take the top off of the greenhouse cover off, and so it didn't get water even though it rained. So I got the hose and watered it real well. My main task this weekend, I don't have the right shoes on. I don't want to walk through the grass and get my feet wet. Um, let's come around this way, see if we can see it all right. I did cut down a lot of my lilac bush. Nope, it's not a lilac bush. Why do I say that every time? It's the over there next to the shed. It is the um, butterfly bush, because that's going to get dug up and relocated because it gets so big. I just don't like it there. It's just really huge and takes up so here, let me zoom in. It takes up so much space. It hangs over into the yard, and I really don't like that because I don't have a whole ton of yard to in the first place because of this glorious hill. So I need to maximize my space as best as I can. I'm thinking of taking out that. Um, where is it at? There it is. That climbing rose. I don't really like it. It's red. The flowers are small. They're not pretty. Um, I do have a yellow climber that I think I want to put there instead. And then I want to put my I need a place to put my grapes. I want to show you the difference of when you don't prune your peonies. This one is so much further along than the ones along the front. Now, I will have to come out here in a couple of days and start making sure that they stay within the cage, because you know how peonies do. Once they bloom, they flop. This side of the yard is still a mess. I had to quick move that stuff um, that I was supposed to put out for the city to take. That never happened. So it just basically sat in the yard. I think it should be considered dry enough that I could burn it. So all the things that are at the back I will be burning, and then hopefully I can get this stuff burned also. But I did put the alliums in the cracked pots and figured that's a good place for them because they'll get drainage and at least they'll be in some soil. Um, This whole side, I need to just let go of that swing. That swing has sentimental value, and the grill too. The grill works. So I sometimes I use it as a burning pit, when I just have a few things to burn. Those 2 bags of leaves are leaf mulch or leaf mold, whatever. And then I have the collection of uh, retaining wall blocks that were given to me. And that's my little rocket stove. And this is just a holding space for the columbine. Oh, my feet are getting so wet. And the irises that were left over from. I dug that columbine up from the front. Now that motherwort, I've got to get rid of it. I found it spread everywhere. It's all over the place. My this rose bush is doing well. I don't know if I like it though either. Um, I may end up digging that one out. Maybe I'll put the yellow rose over here. These are phlox. Every time you see a little patch of flowers like that, that's phlox. I need to dig these up and put them somewhere else because I don't want them to be on the edge because they get so tall and hang over. Those are okay. I'll leave those back there. But they're just surrounded um, by this stupid bishop's weed or snow on the mountain, whatever you want to call it. I had people dig it up before, but they didn't do a great job. I think they were afraid to really get in there and dig, so I will dig. Here's my bowo. Can you see it? It's starting to bud out. I'm happy because I thought I had killed it by not giving it enough water. I'm sure there are some branches on here that aren't doing so well, but I'm just going to give it some time. Look at there. It's coming along. I'll just give it some time and see what happens. Um, Now, as far as those two pots are great. Sorry, we got traffic. Um, those 2 garbage cans have been cleaned out, and I will be using them to help move all of those wood chips. I will fill them up, put the lid on them, and roll them to the location and dump them. And that'll be one of the things that I'll be concentrating on this weekend also, is getting those wood chips taken care of. It seems like this is the week for wood. I need to burn all of that. I've got the fire pit ready, loaded up to get started. But since it rained and I forgot to put the tarp over it, it's kind of wet, so I don't think I'll be burning it today. So the only thing I think I can concentrate on today is cleaning out. Let me get out of the light. Cleaning out all of these trays. I have 4 right there that have cells in it, 72 cells. Um, so I can get those started. I only have 3 rows here anyway, so I'll end up putting a bunch on top of here. That's what I usually do. I usually lay them out on top of the bench or the deck box and let them get started. I'll start things like my annual flowers and some of the hardy perennials, and probably 1/2 of a tray. No, I'll do a whole tray of marigolds because I have like 4 different varieties, and then I have the white Kilimanjaro that I haven't used yet, so they'll take up 1 tray. Then I have nasturtiums. I'll put some cabbage in there. Um, get my kale going, just to give it another, just so it has a protected place to grow until I can actually get up to the garden and clean out the raised beds. Some of them need more soil. I haven't ordered soil yet because I don't have the money. Um, because you either pay for them to deliver it or you rent a pickup truck, and then you have to pay for that and then do a lot more. Um, you have to actually do it right away because you have to take the rental truck back, and that means as soon as you order it and go pick it up, you can best believe that day will be spent unloading the soil out of the truck. As opposed to having them deliver it, they just take it, they bring it and they dump it, and then you can uh, cart it to where you need it, as you need it. I have to figure out something to clean. It came out not too bad. I cleaned it and let it stay open. I didn't cover it back up. Now I do need to clean the covers because they're dusty inside. So I don't want to put dirty covers back on semi-clean furniture. Those two end pillows go on the patio chairs, the bistro set. I need to top this up with some soil. I need to put some plants in these. I might purchase some. Who knows? I have yarrow over there already coming up, so that one will probably stay. I'm waiting to see if the lamb's ear comes back. I can see something's already been digging. I can't win. Something's always digging. And I'm glad that I did not take this mulch, this heavily composted mulch out. It has a lot of weed seeds in there. Look at the stuff growing. I need to come rake it down, put some preen on it, and then let it go. My winter sow jugs are doing pretty well though, so I'm happy for that. The other thing I need to do is dig up the clematis and cut down that. There's a Rosa Sharon that's pretty significant size in there that needs to be cut and dug out. And I don't know what that tree is. Some weed tree that needs to be taken care of. And this too, I don't know what that tree is, but it doesn't belong there. And then all the vines that are on it need to come out with it. Let's walk along the side here. That's just a holding space where I put all those big pieces of wood out of the way. They were underneath the porch, the deck. Let me move this. My host is getting kind of. These came up fast. Oh, the stick fell. Another stick. See, these Rosa Sharon have been here for more than 20 years. We've been here for more than 20 years, and they were here when we moved in. Um, they are not. They are just about to start budding. So I need to trim back the tops because I don't like them being that tall. I did do some that were on the side. I cut them straight up. See, a lot of the cuts, I cut them straight up so that these weren't sticking out. And there's another tree I need to get rid of. And I need to paint that lantern. Don't know what color yet. Probably just black. I never did get the lilac tree up on the hill. Hopefully I can cut some of that back. And then this area has got toys that are no good. Next week is our bulky pickup. So these will get set out to the curb so that they can be taken away. And see, the clematis is doing really well. I just want to put it somewhere where it can be seen better because it's been over here as a holding space since I rescued it from my friend's yard. She was going to kill everything. I want to take this playhouse to my grandson. I don't know if he'll play in it. So I haven't decided. This one I want to paint. I want to give it a makeover. And this one will probably be the one I take over to his house, because it's bigger and he's a lot taller. And this one will be good for leaving here for my granddaughter to play with when she's here, because she's tiny still. Those are the columns for my pergola that I need to re-establish one day. And looks like this is the rose bush. I cut it back just a little, and I'll probably cut it some more. I'll prune it back a little more. I'm waiting to see if anything comes out of it. But the grapevine is starting to bud out, so I really need to get it in a location, because there's that one. And my son's girlfriend is going to come take some of these irises. I could probably put some up on Flower Alley too, because I don't want them here. No one can really see them. And here's this grapevine, and it is, I got it for $5 at Lowe's, I think. So it's coming along. And these are my other alliums from last year. Seems like they've spread out. So maybe I'll just make this all the alliums and bring the other red tulips over here from the front when they're done. And see, this is what I was talking about. I did not prune these back, so I have a mess of the peonies. I have to trim this, rake all of this stuff up. Looks like one of my roses are starting to leaf out. I had a teeny one over here that, there's supposed to be one in the middle and then one here, because I thought I had 4 of them, but I'm not seeing it. And I gotta cut all these stray tree things down. Ugh. Got a sedum, and another sedum over here, and a pumpkin. I've got my yuccas. I need to get the leaves out of there. Now here is a hydrangea. There's a coral bill that's just random, and it does well. I want to probably move it down here somewhere. My bleeding heart, it doesn't do very well, but it's getting better each year. And then this is, I need to concentrate on this weekend too, getting all the leaves out of here. I'm so mad that I was sick that week. Not to mention it snowed, and then I got sick. And so it's like, okay, I can't clean any of these leaves out. There's a hydrangea there too. And then one down there. And then there's a rose bush, and then the 3 cages are around the peonies. I did trim those peonies yesterday so they could get started. See, my houses are starting to make an appearance. All this, what is it called? Bishop's weed needs to come out. I need to thin out that heuchera. I have one here, I have that one there, I have one there, I have one on the other side, and then there's one over here that didn't come back. I have just got weeds coming up all over the place that I just need to take care of. And my other hostas, I need to move this one because it's got the drain thing laying on it, and it shouldn't be there like that. But I planted these red tulips ages ago, and they have decided last year and this year to come back strong. Now all the other tulips that I planted last year, they are not doing so great. The leaves came up, but it snowed on top of them twice, and then it got into a deep freeze. So I don't think they're going to do anything. But these red ones keep proving to be very, very hardy. These in this space didn't come back so great either. The pink ones out by the tree did all right. And this is my, oh goodness, you're all tangled up. No wonder you're not playing any music for me. Goodness, come on. I'll get it eventually, gosh. Oh, there we go. Now, that's for my, what the hell? These squirrels are crazy. Look at, I need to cut that bridge down so they can't keep running. Look at that one. Because what they did, they came off her roof, they ran across here, and then ran over to my arbs. And I want this main branch right here cut off because I'm tired of them having a highway. I need to get all the leaves ripped out of here because they're coming up. And the mailman thinks that he can walk through here. I've seen a lot of this here lately. I don't know what it is. I have to do a search for it because I did not plant that. And look at all the little Rose of Sharon babies. You see them? Those will be pulled up. I don't want them. There's a ton of them over there in the grass. Those get cut with the mower. And sometimes I pull them. They did new line work for the gas lines. So I have that spot to deal with now. Hoping they are letting it settle and then we'll come back with some seed. Because if not, that looks a mess. That area will get, I don't know, it will bloom out when it's ready. It's got stuff coming out, but I need to put some seeds out too. And I got these sticks, this collection of sticks from the storm that I need to take to the back. I don't think these will burn because they just came off this season. And I think they're still pretty green, so I might have to just bundle them out and set them to the curb. I had poppies out here along this, as well as the purple obedience. It's sprouting up, and there's some over there by that log. It's just a matter of cleaning it all up and getting it all going now that the weather may be okay. But look at my scrawny peonies. See, there's 3 of them. And I didn't trim them down. They had leaves on them too. They don't really like to be protected from the cold. And I did not really know that. I just know in past years I haven't really done much to them. I just let them be and they seem to do okay. The one year I decided to cover them is the year I learned that you're not supposed to cover them. At a time. is blooming already. It's been getting some bee action, and so has this over here. Can't remember what it's called, but it's gotten bigger, quite a bit bigger. But I love that it has the two different colors of flowers. Then these will be blooming soon. I've just got to get all these weeds out of here. Look at these weeds everywhere, 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 everywhere. I'm over it. Hasn't even started and I'm over it. Alright, let me get to work.